final countdown.
That'd be a good song. Final countdown.
Who sings that? Europe?
Yeah, something like that.
The Monday, July 21st, 2025 City of Vandalia Council meeting is now called to order. We'll begin with a moment of reflection, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, Council, you've had an opportunity to review the council study session minutes of May 5th, along with the council meeting minutes of May 5th, the council study session minutes, and the council meeting minutes of May 19th. Are there any comments or corrections? Being none, they stand approved. That brings us to communications, petitions, and awards, and we have an introduction and oath of office. I'll turn it over to Mr. Althouse.
Thank you, Your Honor. Tonight I have the privilege of introducing two members of the Division of Fire who we have here tonight. We're going to recognize them. The first one is Bryan Sowers. Bryan, if you'll stand up, we'll read your bio and then we'll come down and administer the oath of office to you. So Bryan started with the Division of Fire as a part-time firefighter paramedic in August of 2020. Bryan is a graduate of Wayne High School in Huber Heights and has been involved with the fire service since 1997. Rich has worked at other departments over the years, such as Butler Township, Inglewood, Harrison Township, and Lewisburg Fire Departments, where he's also held ranking positions of lieutenant and assistant chief. Bryan notably has multiple unit citations and letter of commendations with the Division of Fire. Bryan delivers top-tier service and will continue to be an asset as he moves into his new role as the Community Risk Reduction Coordinator within the Division of Fire. So I'll meet you down here at the podium and we'll administer your oath of office. And I might add, if any family want to do photos, you can do photos while we're here, and then we'll get photos in front of the banner once we administer the oath of office. All right, Bryan, if you'll raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Bryan Sowers,
Solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and will obey the laws of the United States
and will obey the laws of the United States
and of the state of Ohio,
and of the state,
that I will, in all respects,
that I will, in all respects,
observe the provisions
observe the provisions
of the Charter
of the Charter
and ordinances of the City of Vandalia,
and ordinances of the City of Vandalia,
and will faithfully discharge
and will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office,
of Community Risk Reduction Coordinator
the office of Community Risk Reduction Coordinator
within the Division of Fire.
within the
Congratulations. We'll do the honors of pinning his badge. All right, congratulations. Do you want to do any pictures? Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and take some time to do some pictures. Congratulations once again, Bryan. We're glad to have you as our Community Risk Reduction Coordinator. The second member we have to introduce tonight is Eli King. Eli, if you'll stand up for us. Eli joined the Division of Fire as a part-time employee in April of 2024. He is a graduate of Northridge High School and attended the Miami Valley Career Technology Center, where he was enrolled in their fire EMS program, earning multiple certificates, including honors recognition, before graduating. Eli is continuing his education and is currently working for his paramedic certification. Eli will continue to be an asset as he moves into his full-time role with the Division of Fire. So congratulations, welcome aboard to the full-time status. All right, Eli, if you'll raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Eli King,
solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and will obey the laws of the United States
and will obey the laws of the United States
and of the state of Ohio,
and the state of Ohio,
that I will, in all respects,
and I will, in all respects,
observe the provisions
observe the provisions
of the Charter
of the Charter
and ordinances of the City of Vandalia,
and ordinances of the City of Vandalia,
and will faithfully discharge
and will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of Firefighter EMT
of the Firefighter EMT
within the Division of Fire.
within the Division of Fire.
Fantastic. Congratulations.
All right, well, congratulations to both of you. And for those of you that have come to, just for the introduction to the oath of office, if you don't want to stay for the rest of the meeting, now would be a time to leave, but you're more than welcome to stay. Now you start clapping.
Go our interested citizens. Sit there.
Yes.
Bump you in the head, like, bam.
All right, we have no public hearing, and that brings us to comments from interested citizens. At this time, we'd like to welcome comments from interested citizens, so if you'd like to come to the podium, state your name and address clearly for the record. We further ask that those that speak, please follow the etiquette of communicating with respect to others. And as a courtesy, please try to stay on topic with your statements while you address council. And as a reminder, this is not a forum for arguments. In an effort to give all citizens an opportunity to express their thoughts and concerns, we ask that you keep your comments as brief as possible. So if anyone would like to make a comment, please come to the podium.
Jack Froschauer, 11600 Castle Road, Vandalia, advocate for the people. Before I begin my prepared remarks, I'd like to share with you something that was in the Sunday Dayton Daily News. The headline referred to the developer plans 72 home development on Vandalia site. They have found us, and they're here coming for us. But the most interesting of all, and I think there will be a sweet irony coupled with my remarks, was the concluding paragraph that says, but the nearly 600 signatures collected as part of the referendum effort were deemed legally insufficient by the city of Vandalia, despite a recommendation to the contrary by the Montgomery County Board of Elections, due to critical errors on petition forms prepared by City Law Director Gerald McDonald. Kind of hard to believe, isn't it? Good evening, Mr. City Manager, Mr. Mayor, 3 retiring council members. I'd like to speak on the subject of the water, but instead I'm going to address the festering issue on Brown School Road and the mistreatment, by my way of thinking, of the residents, citizens. Over the past 2 weeks, I've been approached by luminaries of this city, people you all would know, at Menards, Bunkards, Kroger, and on the phone, about the way the proposed development on Brown School has been handled, or more rightly, mishandled. The obvious opinion was not flattering. More than the failure to vote the will of the people, most Vandalians object to the way these people, their neighbors, constitutional rights of the ballot were disregarded with unbelievable, beyond belief excuses. The people of this city aren't buying the excuse that they were given a sample. Nope. They, like I, believe it's a fair expectation that you can trust the people at City Hall. Since October, 6 months, do you just want me to give this to you at the end, or I can see you writing feverishly over there. Since October, 6 months, the residents of the Brown School area, citizens of Vandalia, stated their objections to what was presented as new residential construction. They were ignored by you. Every single one of you asked for votes from those citizens of Vandalia. All of you. In exchange, you had a sacred promise that for their votes, for their trust, you'd be reliable guardians of the city. You'd represent the will of the people. Well, in February, the developer, not a citizen of Vandalia, not interested in their opposition, pushed ahead with an ordinance. He couldn't care less about the residents that were already there. On March 3rd, there was a second reading of that ordinance. And as prescribed in Section 4 of the Charter, there was over 2 hours of discussion on the proposed ordinance, including lengthy remarks by the developer. The mayor finally called a vote on that motion. It failed. But wait, the law director came to the rescue with a do-over. He conveniently gave them 3 options on the matter. What he ignored was that they had voted down the motion. That should have been the end of it, period. So for some odd reason, the developer jumped up and was allowed to lobby you, council. And as a simple rule of order, once he was allowed to speak, every other person should have been given opportunity. Not one of you told him to pound salt, showed resolve on behalf of the people, stood up for us as we the people expected. Nope, no one told him to take his business elsewhere. Nevertheless, he stated opinions for 20 minutes, threatening along the way that if you didn't agree with him, well, the project just wouldn't be forward. You acted like he was in charge, like it was a swell deal to lower the standards of our housing inventory. As a councilman said, to fit with the Metro Dayton housing inventory. Otherwise, it'd be a signal that Vandalia isn't open for business. Shouldn't Vandalia line up with New Carlisle and Tip? Then, unbelievably, a councilman became a mouthpiece for the developer, even disputing suggestions from another councilman, parroting all the developer's requirements as amendments to the previous failed legislation. That councilman used the term amendments. Eventually, after the new legislation suited the developer, the mayor called a vote. It now passed. How could you people pass a cheapened proposal after denying the original legislation? How could you do that? But it gets worse. The problem is that the charter, and there's a whole bunch over here in case you don't have yours. The problem is that the charter demands a 3-day waiting period before amendments can be brought for a vote, along with requisite notifications and postings. So I submit to all of you that the ordinance in question is defective. It was not executed by the rules of the charter. You received erroneous instructions, by my way of thinking, from the law director, and then voted on an amendment ordinance that didn't meet charter law. So you can disavow this ordinance and use your power to take it to the electorate as a referendum on the November ballot. Why not let the citizens decide? But if you don't want to use your power, and you don't want to deny the ordinance, which is unquestionably a fraud, then you have to revisit the citizens' petition for referendum and the stipulations of the charter in Section 9. A petition process which was conducted in good faith on a document provided by the city, which pays a law director to approve all documents. It's right there in the job description. Approves all documents. Despite the misconception, by the way, they don't need to show a city document to a lawyer. You see, those citizens already have a lawyer. He works for the city, and that means he works for them. The people that you represent just tried to do it the right way, spent countless hours gathering signatures. Do you honestly believe that you can take away their constitutional right? You people decide how you're going to make this right for the citizens. And I demand resolution of this matter. Why not use that 3-day measurement that's in the charter? You have a sacred trust to the 700 people that signed that petition. I'm one of them. In fact, all the citizens of Vandalia deserve to have their trust restored, and they are all watching. If you have any questions, you can ask me right now, but that's how I feel.
Thanks for your comments. Is there anyone else who'd like to make a comment? All right, we'll move on to the city manager's report. Mr. Althouse.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just a couple things to cover tonight. First of all, an information item on the summer schedule. Council established a summer schedule for council meetings. So the August meeting will be held on Monday, August 18th at 7 p.m. The study session will tentatively begin at 5:30 p.m. Also,
And we have an action item.
2 action items this evening. First of all is the Board and Commission's appointment. So we, pardon me just a moment. At the July 21st council meeting, you were asked to consider the appointment of James Carmen to the Vandalia Civil Service Commission. A memo from Deputy Clerk of Council Swartz. Mr. Carmen's application and the Vandalia Civil Service Commission roster are included in council packets.
Thank you. Can I have a motion?
Your Honor, I'll move to approve Mr. James Carmen to the Civil Service Commission.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Follick and a second by Vice Mayor Blakesley to approve James Carmen to the board, let me see, where's that here? The Vandalia Civil Service Commission. There, I found it. All right, and at this time, we'll do the oath of office. So, James, if you can join me up front here. Oh, I'm sorry. Jumped the gun. Jerry. Call the roll.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Follak,
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Councilmember Avalotis Weaver,
Yes.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Blakesley,
Yes.
Mayor Herbst.
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. Now you can join me down front. Raise your right hand. I state your name,
I, James Carmen,
solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and obey the laws of the United States
and obey the laws of the United States
and the state of Ohio,
and the state of Ohio,
that I will, in all respects,
that I will in all respects
observe the provisions of the Charter
observe the provisions of the Charter
and the ordinances of the City of Vandalia,
and the ordinances of the city of Vandalia,
and will faithfully discharge
and will faithfully discharge
the duties of the Office of Civil Service Commission.
the duties of the office of Civil Service Commission.
All right, correct. Congratulations. Right here. Grab you a pen. Somebody must have stole it. Did you steal the pen? Did you steal the pen? Knew it was you.
Want to take that?
All right, thank you.
Okay.
All right, next we have a liquor license request.
Thank you, Your Honor. Enclosed is a memorandum from Chief Suker recommending council does not request an ODCL hearing for the request of a C1 permit at 175 Northwoods Boulevard for Pilot Travel Centers, LLC, doing business as Flying J Travel Plaza 097.
All right, thank you. Can I have a motion?
I move that we do not request an ODCL hearing for the C1 permit at 175 Northwoods Boulevard for Pilot Travel, doing business as Flying J Travel Plaza.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilwoman Forrest and a second by Councilman Lewis that we do not request a hearing for the ODCL hearing request for the C1 permit at 175 Northwoods Boulevard. Call the roll.
Councilmember Follak,
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Councilmember Evelyn Weaver,
Yes.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Blakesley,
Yes.
Mayor Herbst.
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. We have no old business, and that brings us to our first resolution of this evening, that being Resolution 25-R-32. Mr. McDonald, by title only.
A resolution awarding the bid for the Damien Soder Romanus DeSales North Water Main Replacement and Resurface Project requested by Development and Engineering Services to CG Construction and Utilities, Inc. at the lowest and best bid price of $1,042,800.
Thank you. Mr. Althouse.
Thank you, Your Honor. Bids for the Damien, Soder, Ramonas, and DeSales Water Main Replacement and Resurfacing Project were opened on July 8, 2025, with 9 bids submitted ranging from $1,042,800 to $1,429,743. The project is supported by $500,000 in OPWC funding. Director Borton recommends awarding the contract to CG Construction Utilities, Inc. as the lowest and best bid of $1,042,800 and authorizes the use of the full appropriated budget to accommodate any contingency items that may arise during construction. Engineering work was completed in-house to reduce cost.
Thank you. Can I have a motion?
I move that we approve Resolution 25-R-32 as presented.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilwoman Forrest and a second by Councilman Follak to approve Resolution 25-R-32 as presented. Are there any comments or questions from council? Call the roll.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Councilmember Evelyn Weaver,
Yes.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Follak,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Blakesley,
Yes.
Mayor Herbst.
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. Next, we have Resolution 25-R-33.
A resolution approving a contract extension agreement between the Auditor of State, Plattenberg and Associates, Inc., and the City of Vandalia regarding auditing services through 2028, and authorizing a contract extension agreement with Plattenberg and Associates, Inc. for auditing and compilation services for such period.
Thank you. Mr. Althouse?
Thank you, Your Honor. The City of Vandalia and Plattenberg and Associates, Inc. originally entered into an audit contract for the period of 1/1/2021 through December 31st, 2024, and therefore Plattenberg and Associates, Inc. has audited and provided compilation services for the City of Vandalia, NAWA, and TCA for 4 consecutive years. The Auditor of State's Office has approved the City, NAWA, and TCA continuing to receive audit and compilation services with Plattenberg and Associates, Inc. for the years 2025 through 2028 by extending the current contract by setting reasonable fees without utilizing the bidding process and a limitation of no more than 10 consecutive years. The contract extension would include a multi-year agreement with Plattenberg and Associates, Inc. for audit and compilation services in the amount of $160,480 for the city, $31,680 for NAWA, and $48,048 for TCA.
Thank you. Can I have a motion?
I move that we accept resolution number 25-R-33.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilwoman Dugan and a second by Councilwoman Fairst to approve Resolution 25-R-33 as presented. Are there any questions? Call the roll.
Councilmember Avalotis Weaver,
Yes.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Pollak,
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Blakesley,
Yes.
Mayor Herbst.
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. Next, we have Resolution 25-R-34.
A resolution authorizing the city manager to negotiate and enter into a lease agreement with Outfront Media LLC for outdoor advertising structures on Airport Access Road and enter into an easement agreement with the school district to provide access to one of the structures.
Thank you, Mr. Althouse.
Thank you, Your Honor. Council will be asked to authorize the city manager to enter into 2 LED sign leases with Outfront Media LLC with respect to the existing billboard sites owned by the city on Airport Access Road. The leases will be for 20 years with annual rent starting at $37,500 and increasing every 5 years thereafter. The leases provide that no political, nudity, pornography, lewdness, or adult-oriented materials will be included in any sign messages. The leases further restrict the LED portion of the signs to be on one face only, with the back static signage reserved for city use. The legislation also authorizes city manager to enter into an easement agreement with the school to provide access to the sign structure on the east side of the Airport Access Road.
Thank you. Can I have a motion?
Make a motion to approve Resolution 25-R-34.
Second.
Who had the second? I have a motion by Vice Mayor Blakesley and a second by Councilwoman Dugan to approve Resolution 25-R-34. Are there any questions? Call the roll.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Pollak,
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Councilmember Avalotis Weaver,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Blakesley,
Yes.
Mayor Herbst.
Yes, the motion passes 7-0. That brings us to our first ordinance of the day. That'd be Ordinance 25-16. Mr. McDonald.
An ordinance amending Chapter 1040 Water and Sewer Tap Section 104002 Permit and Entry Fees of the Vandalia Codified Ordinances by adding a new schedule of fees for capacity fee to be collected on behalf of Tri-Cities Wastewater Authority.
Thank you, Mr. Althouse.
Thank you, Your Honor. Tri-Cities Wastewater Authority and the 3 member cities are considering a capacity fee implementation of new users of the sanitary sewer system to assist in offsetting the plant improvements cost for existing customers. This fee would be paid by a new residential and commercial customers at the time of connection. The fee would not affect existing residents and businesses that already have service.
All right, can I have a motion?
Your Honor, I'll move to approve ordinance 25-16 in the first reading.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Pollak and a second by Vice Mayor Blakesley to approve Ordinance 25-16 in its first reading. Are there any questions or comments? Call the roll.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Pollak,
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Councilmember Avalotis Weaver,
Yes.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Blakesley,
Yes.
Mayor Herbst.
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. We have 2 ordinances in the second reading, the first being Ordinance 25-13.
An ordinance rezoning 0.919 acres of land located at 3320 Benchwood Road from residential single-family to highway business and amending the zoning map of the city.
Thank you. Mr. Althouse.
Thank you, Your Honor. The applicant, Jonathan Woker, AICP, with McBride Dale Clarion, and on behalf of Richard Schott, requests the rezoning of one parcel totaling 0.919 acres, plus or minus, located at 3320 Benchwood Road. As proposed, the subject property would be rezoned from RSF1 Single Family Residential District to the HB Highway Business District. On May 13, 2025, the Planning Commission voted 4-0 to recommend approval.
Thank you. And since this is an ordinance in its second reading, we'll open a public hearing. So if anyone would like to make comment on this ordinance, please come to the podium, state your name and address for the record, and your comment. Being none, I'll close the public hearing. Can I have a motion?
I move that we approve ordinance 25-13 in second reading.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilwoman Forrest and a second by Councilwoman Dugan to approve ordinance 25-13 in its second reading. Are there any questions or comments? Call the roll.
Councilmember Follak,
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Councilmember Avalotis Weaver,
Yes.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Blakesley,
Yes.
Mayor Herbst.
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. Next, we have ordinance 25-14 in its second reading.
An ordinance approving the editing and inclusion of certain ordinances and a resolution as part of the various component codes of the codified ordinances, providing for the adoption and publication of new matter in the updated and revised codified ordinances, and repealing ordinances and resolutions in conflict therewith.
Thank you. And since this is, once again, an ordinance in its second reading, we'll open a public hearing. So if you'd like to comment, please come to the podium, state your name and address for the record, and any comment you may have.
I'll take a whirl at that. My name is Jack Froschauer, 11600. What is this gobbledygook? What in the world does this even mean? Do all of you know what it means? If you don't, you should help him read it. It's nonsense.
Wait. We know what it means.
Oh, I thought you were saying, no, you didn't.
No.
All of you know it. Well, then I guess it doesn't matter if we know.
Well, would you like to know?
Nope, forget it.
Okay, all right.
Who else would like to speak? Being none, we'll close the public hearing. Can I have a motion?
Your Honor, I'll move to approve ordinance 25-14 in the second reading.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Follak and a second by Councilwoman Dugan to approve ordinance 25-14 in its second reading. Any questions or comments? Call the roll.
Do you want to let the city manager read it?
All right.
Sorry.
See what you do to me, Jack? Go ahead.
All right. Ordinance 25-14, the 2025 codified update. This ordinance approves the editing and inclusion of certain ordinances and resolutions that have been passed by council since the last update of the codified ordinances. This update will codify all pertinent legislation passed by council during 2024, as well as incorporating amendments to the Ohio Revised Code.
All right, thank you.
I still move to approve.
I still second.
Call the roll.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Councilmember Avalotis Weaver,
Yes.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Follak,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Blakesley,
Yes.
Mayor Herbst.
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. We have one emergency ordinance, that being ordinance 25-15. Mr. McDonald?
An ordinance approving individual assessment amounts and directing the finance director or her designee to certify the amounts to the county auditor for collection and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. Mr. Althouse?
Thank you, Your Honor. This emergency ordinance assesses properties for delinquent accounts related to stormwater fees, trash collection, delinquent sewer and water, weed cutting, and property maintenance.
Thank you. Again, since this is an emergency ordinance, I'll open a public hearing. So if anyone would like to comment on this ordinance, please come to the podium, state your name and address for the record, and your comment. Being none, we'll close the public hearing. Can I have a motion?
I make a motion to accept ordinance 25-06 as an emergency.
25-15.
Oops, am I looking at the wrong one? Sorry. Somebody, you do it.
So I have a motion by Councilwoman Dugan to approve emergency ordinance 25-15. Do I have a second?
Second.
And I have a second by Councilman Lewis. Are there any questions or comments? Call the roll.
Did we hold the public hearing? I'm sorry, I might have missed it.
Yes.
We did that.
Okay, thank you.
Try to keep up.
I'm trying. Councilmember Avalotis Weaver,
Yes.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Follak,
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Blakesley,
Yes.
Mayor Herbst.
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. That brings us to reports from boards and commissions, where we have a variance for a total accessory structure area at 842 Denora Drive. Mr. Althouse?
Thank you, Your Honor. The applicant, Steve Baker, has requested a variance to allow the construction of a 160-square-foot shed. The total area of all accessory structures will exceed 4% of the total lot area and 40% of the principal building footprint. The maximum area to build on this lot is 301 square feet. The property includes an existing 672-square-foot detached garage along with a proposed 160-square-foot shed for a combined total of 832 square feet of accessory structures. On June 11, 2025, the Board of Zoning Appeals voted 4-0 to recommend approval.
Thank you. Can I have a motion?
Your Honor, I'll move to approve BZA 25-0007, a variance granting the construction of a 180-square-foot shed at 842 Denora Drive.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Follick and a second by Vice Mayor Blakesley to approve BZA 25-007 at 842 Denora Drive. Are there any questions or comments? Call the roll.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Follick,
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst,
No.
Councilmember Avalotis Weaver,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Blakesley,
Yes.
Mayor Herbst.
Yes, and the motion passes 6-1. Council, you've got the Planning Commission meeting minutes of May 13th to review. That brings us to the June 2025 bill listing in the amount of $3,841,816.25, along with the monthly expenses over $25,000 and the monthly purchase card detail in the amount of $33,767.83.
Your Honor, real quick, a point of order on our 2515 that we just passed. You'll note that the actual ordinance reads 2506 and not 2515 as it appeared on our summary sheet.
Good catch.
It would be the actual title of the ordinance. The numbering is more administrative, so Ms. Schwartz can make that change. But to be clear,
A copy
it
of
was the
previous
ordinance approving
Yeah, I think it
individual
was July
assessments.
versus.
It was just a copy of a previous ordinance was uploaded to Granicus in error, I think.
Oh, okay.
But 2515 is
is the
previously
one that
there, but this
appears
is
on our
just,
summary sheet.
Okay, so
And
the,
that's what Ms. Dugan's confusion was when she was looking at the numbering.
but for clarification, it was the ordinance approving individual assessment amounts and directing the finance director or her designee to certify the amounts to the county auditor for collection and declaring an emergency,
correct,
whatever number that one may be, which I believe is 2515, correct?
correct.
Correct.
Then I think we're good. Thank you.
Sorry, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you for the clarification. All right. That brings us to council comments, and this evening I'd like to begin with Mr. McDonald.
No, I talked enough today. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Althouse.
Nothing this evening, Your Honor.
Councilwoman Avalotis Weaver.
Just want to welcome our new employees, new firefighters. I'm always excited to see them come in. And I heard it was a great event at the Splash-tacular. Is that what it was called or something like that? You guys did a great job. In fact, I've heard other cities are now wanting to emulate, is that the right word? Emulate that and wanting to contact you. So, and that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Dugan.
I would like to congratulate Parks and Rec for placing at the OPRA Awards.
All right, good. Very good. Councilman Lewis.
I'd just say that I know that there's been a lot of controversy on a number of things, and Mr. Froschauer had a fairly well-reasoned argument related to our city charter. But in response to that and to the citizens, I've listened to several in a very well-reasoned explanation from our city attorney. And while I voted against the initial ordinance on Brown School, I am convinced that his reasoning is sound and correct, and that the course of what the city is doing is proper under the law and our city charter. And I thought I needed to say that. Thank you.
And Mr. Lewis, Councilmember Lewis is also a lawyer.
Not a good one.
Councilman Follick.
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Councilwoman First.
Nothing this evening, thank you.
Vice Mayor Blakesley.
I have nothing further. Thank you.
And I have no comments, so this meeting is adjourned.
Okay, so